Everybody, my name is Ryan. Welcome to Crosswatcher. I was just checking out my face and my teeth and the thing started recording on its own. Oh well, it was meant to be, okay? So I have a tarot read for you today. It's going to be a collective reading. You're going to have to take what resonates. I'm going to try to do this as fast as I can because we're going to be getting into a lot. We have the card, the stock card affirmations. We're only taking those in the forward. I was going to take reverses, but then they all started coming out in reverse. So I was like, I'm not going to be reading these things upside down. But we are going to be taking forward and reverses for the Rider-Waite deck to check your energy. To check this other energy, we're going to be going with the Radiant Wise, forward and reverses. We're going to be going, as we go, we're going to pull from the Oracle of Ascendance deck and the Bicycle deck, forward and reverse affirmations. And we have a dream interpretation here. So we're just going to get right into it. Like I said, collective reading, take it as it resonates, and like to hear it, here it goes. Okay, so the dream. This might be a little scatterbrained, so let's just dive into it. So dogs have been coming up lately, and then no coincidence, dogs came up in this dream, this divine dream. 2 dogs in the dream. Dogs represent loyalty. You don't own dogs, maybe you do. You don't, okay, so this is from my vision. You don't own dogs, but the dream convinced you that your hard work produced 2 loyal companions. Okay, take it as it resonates. You were disappointed when you were forced to admit that the dog's loyalty wasn't real, and it wasn't necessary. And it wasn't necessary what you signed on to in the first place. And it wasn't necessarily. It wasn't necessarily what you signed on to in the first place. There was a conflict with someone who seemed to think that they had ownership of the dogs, of the loyalty. In the end, they took them, or nobody was able to claim them, and you became aware that they belonged to no one, or that they weren't real at all. So, dogs represent loyalty. There's a conflict with somebody. And then in here, I scribbled at the bottom. It's supposed to go in there, but it's at the bottom here. You didn't see this competitor as appreciating the dogs or the loyal companion for what they were. Perhaps somebody's viewing somebody else as not being a loyal companion. Perhaps this person just kind of gets aggravated and angry and loses themselves, and necessarily just isn't necessarily a nice person. But whoever this loyal companion was, or this loyalty, seemed to magnetize to them anyways. Take it as it resonates. This could be a person. This could be literally dogs. This could be another kind of animal. Or this just could be an aspiration for loyalty. Like maybe, for example, you're out there and you don't have a person. You don't have a loyal companion. You have an interpretation on what loyalty is. But you go around and you see other people getting what they don't necessarily deserve as far as a loyal companion goes. Or as far as the loyalty that people show this person. Perhaps as a family member. Take it as it resonates. I'm going to stop right there. And we are going to get right into this read. I already have 6 cards laid out in a T, 3 of them representing the top of the subject, past, present, and future. And then descending down from the middle, we have 3 more, or 4 in total, representing the feelings and emotions, the actions, and what's in the shadow. Okay, the actions being closer to what's in the shadow. Okay, so starting off, we have in the past we have moment of clarity or moment of clarity, but I haven't changed it, so this could literally be moment of clarity, a moment of reflection on the care given or the clarity seen in the situation stemming from the past. And then in the middle or present, we have tears were shed. Okay, so maybe perhaps in this whole storyline, there could be something emotional going on that has caused you to release some sort of emotion through tears, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. And in the future, you have blow the lid off. So you're going to blow the lid off this mother, whatever's been going on in the situation itself in the future. Some lid's going to get blown off this thing. Okay, some truth going to be exposed. So moving down into the emotions of the center cards from tears were shed, we have glass half full. So there's still a sense of positivity in all this, where you're really trying to cheer yourself up and really trying to utilize, they're telling me, the laws of attraction, because you don't want even though tears are shed, it doesn't necessarily, mean that your goals were, just thrown out the window, or perhaps maybe that's what you were thinking. But a tear is being shed in the center of this whole storyline with glass half full. You're trying to see things and keep your vibration up and see things as glass half full, because you're kind of in fear, take it as it resonates, more or less, that if you drop your vibration, your manifestations are not going to come into fruition. Or you're just in general trying to keep an upbeat vibration because of some necessity to have this high vibration, that perhaps you're afraid of showing emotion. That's in the emotional cards. Glass half full. You just, in general, need to express that emotion that the glass is half full. And then, so we have Spider getting down into the actions, or closer to the shadow, and the Spider represents this weaving, this battle plan, or a tangle web we weave, or a forward motion. So regardless of how you feel, whatever's been going on, you feel you need to move forward and you need to strategize. And the Spider, with the weaving of the webs, also represents a sense of natural beauty. So perhaps you have been moving forward into beautifying either your environment, you've been moving forward into beautifying yourself or cleaning yourself up and expressing yourself authentically in the physical world to aid in how you feel about yourself and how to attract that which you feel. Law of attraction coming out. Keeping in mind the loyalty and the dogs, representing this whoever this competitor is, in the sense of loyalty. And then down in the shadow, we got working hard. Okay, so this is something either you're not seeing, working hard, or perhaps you are unaware of what your hard work is producing, or perhaps you feel like you have been working way too damn hard and it's not producing anything, or you're overexerting yourself, they're telling me. Other things that can be something in the shadow, something part of your emotional side. You could see yourself as a hard worker, but essentially you're kind of tangled up in your actions, not really seeing the brighter side of things. That's pretty much what I'm getting out of that, is that your hard work, you don't see how hard you're working. You don't see how hard you've worked on yourself, and you don't see the positivity on the surface of what it's producing. Okay. So, but it is producing something. I have to tell you that right off the bat. Okay, so getting into your energy with the Rider-Waite deck, we're going to see, I'm going to pull all these first, and then we're going to see what kind of storyline we can get with 8:47 on the clock, 8:48. Here we go. We're going to accept forward and reverses. That's the first one that came out sideways. Okay, stopped itself sideways, so we could take it either way. 1 second, we'll get into this. Yeah. We got the sun in reverse here. Okay, all right. Hang on a second. We're only pulling poppers. Somebody's skidding around out there. I can hear screeching of the wheels. This Hangman came out in the forward. We're going to pull one more for this energy. We're going to see what kind of storyline we can get. We've got major arcana so far all together, and then it ends with it down in the shadow. It ends with the 9 of Cups. Okay, so 9 of Cups in the upright. So this is what we got for your energy so far, and then we'll read the bottom real quick. We've got the Strength card going either way. Okay, kind of like a middle ground with the Strength card. That's Leo energy. So you could be dealing with a Leo. You could be a Leo sun, moon, ascendant. A Leo North node, that could be your path. You could be feeling a little unbalanced with the strength in your from where you're coming from, or in your present moment. Okay, so you're kind of balancing between glass half full and what your efforts have produced, or what you're getting in all this. So you could be trying to cling on to that glass half full, and then this is right under the moment of clarity, or moment of clarity. We'll take that both ways. That you know your strength, but in recent days leading up to the present moment, you haven't necessarily seen the best in yourself, or perhaps you are aware of your strength, but you're not seeing it in somebody else. And something is not so clear, kind of no coincidence that the strength is on its side. Leo energy. And then we got another Leo energy in reverse. So this could be somebody that you're dealing with, getting down closer to your actions and the emotions. So whatever's been going on can have your joy flipped upside down. You could be a Leo sun, but you could be, let's see, what else do we got here? But we don't really have I don't really have a clear view on exactly. You could be Pisces moon. You could be Pisces sun. You could be Pisces and Pisces in your north node, or Pisces in your ascendant, Pisces in your moon. But your you could also be Cancer. Sorry, I don't mean to stick onto that, but so we got the strength on its side, and we got the sun card upside down. And so your joy is upside down, your strength is sort of in the balance. Something's given me I have no pentacles here. So you are all emotion right now. You've been sort of reverting back into yourself, less communications for those who apply to this, less communications with your friends and family. You could be feeling very alone. You could be feeling kind of alienated. And then we have the Hangman in reverse, getting closer down into the actions. Kind of, sort of like your original approach to things is not what has been going on. It's not what you've been producing. Your original approach, you've been taking a different approach. In less words, I am filming this in Mercury retrograde. This is a timeless video, but you could be catching this early, and no matter what has been going, actually there are a lot of astrological anomalies that could have you feeling like you need to take a different approach, and maybe the old ways of doing things are not working for you, and the working hard, this is down in the shadow. So this is a sense of your happiness being fulfilled with yourself. All your cups are filled, and you're just sort of waiting around for results. But ultimately, you do find yourself. This is giving me sense of control, self-control. So down in the shadow, you are collected. Your actions are, you've been taking a different approach to things. And perhaps for some of y'all, this is a brand new approach to seeing things as the glass half full. You are focusing on more of the beauty of life. You are becoming more artistic, or expressing, more of your authenticity through artistic expression. Or perhaps just being simple and beautifying the world around you. You could be Taurus. And ultimately trying to be content with self, and working into that shadow, working hard into that shadow, acknowledging the things that have held you back in the past, and sort of just admitting with yourself, like I said, you were trying. You're trying to keep that vibration high, kind of like, oh man, don't want my vibration to go low because I don't want to be stuck in this mind frame, seeing things as the glass half full. But ultimately, you are content with how things have gone in the past for you. And you just sort of like, you find yourself walking out into an open space, just hypothetically, walking out into a, or maybe literally, walking out into this open space and admitting to the universe, I have my faults. I am not a perfect person. I deserve to have this moment. I am going to stand here. I'm going to cry. I'm going to feel sorry for myself because that is exactly what I need in this moment. And then you're like, thank you, universe, for letting me have my moment. and then you're like, okay, I'm going to get back to seeing the glass as half full now. Okay. No matter how, not to forget the story in all this of how loyalty, there's a different approach. How loyalty with the approach that you've taken in the past is not, in one way, shape or another, this competitor, has stolen your loyalty, has sort of laid claim to them. And perhaps, they're telling me bullying you, bossing you around, making you feel little. But ultimately you realize that, this loyalty belongs to nobody. This loyalty is an internal thing. It's like, if I am loyal, I will attract loyalty. I will attract obedience. I will attract companionship. I will attract, what else does a dog represent? Abundance, enjoy. Don't forget that sun card coming out in the reverse. And I'm going to stop there. We're going to read the bottom of this. Okay. So we got the Fool in reverse. Okay. So yeah, we have a past person in reverse. So this was a past person, and right off the bat, these two, the Fool in reverse, past person, you are reflecting on how they were not able to let you move on emotionally. They try to keep coming back, and you are no longer accepting of whatever this energy was emotionally, internally to yourself. The Page of Cups, you're no longer accept the emotional abuse, and then also moving on to find your greater happiness. The Ten of Cups in reverse. This doesn't necessarily mean that you don't have your Ten of Cups moment coming, because this is also clarified with the Devil in reverse. You're moving on from this. You're no longer a slave to it. Whatever this was, whatever choices it was that they, or the illusions that it was that they had you thinking that you had no choice, they're telling me. You now are moving on from whatever this was with 1729 on the clock. You are seeing how this was no longer your path. The Five of Cups. You are no longer seeing, and you are slowly moving towards a better future. Oh, wow. Look, and still, look, I've been talking about all this moving. You're being kind to yourself in the physical world, again, clarifying the beauty and the artistic expression. You are no longer willing to deal with energies that have fought you internally, this is telling me, but ultimately this reflects the physical world with that Knight of Pentacles. You are no longer willing to battle with those energies that no longer serve you. You are moving on to bigger and brighter things in the physical world with these two cards, the Chariot and the Ten of Cups. I think that's pretty damn clear. Wow. And you see that you have choices. There's a brighter future in this for you as you move on. I don't know why they're telling me to shuffle this real quick. Hang on, let's shuffle this. Maybe we're going to pull something out of it with 1835 on the clock. To get another story. Another card came out. The Three of Cups. There is reason to rejoice. This is a reflection of the emotional, of where you come from emotionally, on whoever this was. This is all you. Okay, this is all you. Perhaps you are spending this time with friends, people that you can trust, people who are loyal, family, or you're just taking a step back to rejoice in the fonder memories, because those fonder memories, kind of like relaying out your plan from the things that have worked in the past, seeing the glass as half full, reflecting on the beauty of life. Working hard. This is all internal. It's telling me, but ultimately, the law of attraction and manifestation, reflecting on what you put out in this world, reflects what you get back. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and what we're gonna do real quick is we're just gonna check the Oracle of Ascendance real quick. We're gonna pull some energies with 1943 on the clock. We're not gonna get too I'm going to try to move as fast as I can. We're going to see what kind of energies pop out, some advice for you. Before we move on to this other energy, real quick with this Oracle of Ascendance deck. Oh yeah, there we go. We got something popping out. We got the Sigil of Atlantis popping out. Okay, so you could be, if this is what you vibe with, if this is what you believe in, you could believe what they're telling me is redemption. You could be a descendant of Atlantis from another life. If you believe in past lives, or the Sigil of Atlantis coming out, reflecting a sense of redemption. Just intuitively, they're telling me you are deserving of redemption from a past life, from mistakes that you've made, decisions that you've made, or reflecting on the decisions that someone else has made in your life, perhaps a parent, perhaps a past relationship. And then we have the Triskel, the Triskelion, kind of doubling down on the needing to take action on and learning from your lessons, they're telling me. And then we got this one. Oh, we got Virgo. You could be Virgo. You could have dealt with a Virgo. You could just be very, with that spider, that sense of beauty and the tangled webs we weave. You could be fighting for something greater. You could have come from a world that necessarily unraveled itself with that Triskelion and the Sigil of Atlantis. It could have unraveled itself and exposed a lot of truth, and you're no longer willing to put up with that. And then you've decided to move on emotionally. You decided to move on to a pure, more fulfilling life. You could be a Virgo ascendant. You could be a Virgo sun. You could be, yes, you could have your Virgo in your north node, they're telling me, or south node. This is going below the Triskel. You could be a Virgo moon, and their moon is behind Virgo there, or at least I think that's the moon. Okay. Virgo is that energy, that goddess or whoever that was in Greek Roman mythology or whatever, that saw man as being, humans as being unworthy and just basically, like I said, becoming unraveled, and decided to became a constellation and a zodiac sign, from deciding to leave Earth and one day coming back to find happiness and rule the earthly realm. Once man has learned their lesson. We have the Sigil of Atlantis there at the top. I'm not going to pull the interpretations for these because I think I'm getting the story intuitively, just with that. Okay, so now what we're going to do before we move on to bicycle affirmations and before we move back to that deck with 22:52 on the clock, we're going to find out what's going on below blow the lid off in the future sense of everything, perhaps with this other energy, perhaps where you're going in the future. We're going to try to be vague about it. Try not to get too specific, but we are going to read this energy. I'm going to pull all these right now, and then we're going to get a storyline on this other energy or this future energy. What's going on? We got the Emperor coming out, and we got the King of Wands in reverse. Okay, so a lot of promises. Okay, so we got the Emperor and this Knight of Wands in reverse. Those are going together side by side, up in the future cards, glass half full, blow the lid off. So a lot of truth going to blow the lid off of whatever's going to happen in the future. And what it's telling me is that you're no longer going to, they're telling me, play fair. You're going, basically someone hasn't played fair in the past. And so you're going to use that energy against them. Okay. You're, somebody who had a lot of words, a lot of promises, and a lot of maybe possibly narcissistic tendencies. That word hasn't come out in a while, but it's coming out now. Narcissistic tendencies. You're going to flip the switch. Perhaps there's something that you have, either truth or something in the physical realm, or something emotionally that you have against this person, this energy, and you're going to use that against them in the future. Okay? That sounds kind of malicious, but it came out, and because your glass is half full, you believe in redemption in yourself and how you feel about the situation. You're going to take control. No longer playing by somebody else's rules. Let me know if you resonate with that down in the comments. Hang on a second. They're telling me to shuffle. We only got 2 cards out of that, but need to shuffle. Okay, 1 shuffle. Yes, it's ready. Okay, hang on a second. Let's get more. Okay, I know I said I was going to pull them all, but that story came out. Let's see what happens real quick. Hope y'all are doing well out there and not putting up with anybody's BS. Okay, so we got 2 cards coming out in reverse. We got the Death card and the Devil in reverse. Okay, so this is getting closer down into the actions in the shadow. Hang on a second, I got to move things so I can see them properly. So we got the Death card and Devil in reverse. Okay, so no longer, and that Devil is right below the Emperor. That Death in reverse right below the Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay, so you see things for how they are. Okay, follow me here. You are no longer willing to put up with the ugliness or the addictive personalities, and this is giving me strong narcissists. Someone who's dealing with a narcissist out there, perhaps not. It doesn't apply to everybody, but let me know if that's you. And the Death in reverse, usually the Death represents something that is abandoned and needs to be swept away, stepped on, and moved on to a new beginning. But because it's in the reverse next to the Devil card, it's giving me a lesson learned and how you are falling back to something that is more secure in your life. Perhaps you've moved out of a place in the past and moving into maybe a parent or a relative's house. For some of y'all, perhaps you're getting help. You're no longer willing to accept maybe addictive personalities. Maybe you're getting counseling. It's giving me some sort of counseling. So somebody's getting over either drug addictions in the future. They are trying to find a natural beauty to the situation in their life and kind of going back to the drawing board is what it's telling me. Let's pull more. Hang on a second, getting closer down into the shadows with this. Ooh, yeah, here we go. Okay, so we got the four of Pentacles on its side, and it landed on Virgo. It landed on the 9 of Cups. Okay, so moving forward into the future, and this is down closer to the shadow, they're telling me to pull another one. Hang on a second. They're telling me to pull another one. We're just going to randomly, hang on a second, just the way it is, pull another one. Might even get another one on its side. So oh man, that's too many. Which one is it? It's this one. Okay, all right. So we have the nine of Swords in the upright in the shadow. Okay, so you do have, this could apply to the counseling, because we got that 4 of Pentacles. We got the 4 of Pentacles on its side, and his head is pointed to the spider, to the natural beauty, to the artistic expression. Somebody's trying to find other channels. They're a little uncertain by their actions, maybe a little bit insecure about the expression they're putting out, because ultimately, if you put out an authentic expression, it has to reach the physical world with 28:43 on the clock. But down where in the shadow with the working hard. And so this is giving me clear-cut shadow work and clear-cut counseling. Whether or not you're receiving counseling, you're counseling yourself, you're receiving some sort of just great advice from a loved one, a parent, a companion in your future. You're accepting of help, but ultimately it is going to be a turbulent ride, because there's a lot to work out as you ascend higher in your progress. Into your higher timeline and your best life manifested into the physical world. There's going to be a lot of what this 9 of Swords was giving me down in the shadow. What it was giving me is not just bad dreams and anxiety, but kind of giving me like a literally like, oh my God, I can't believe what I did back then, but I'm really, I'm really insecure about myself, but I'm really going to go forward anyways with the working hard down in the shadow, working on self to manifest the best life. Okay. But and for some of y'all, that Four of Pentacles on its side is sort of like slipping in and out, from what serves you best, or the counsel, we'll just call it counseling, the counseling yourself, the receiving counseling, receiving assistance of some kind. It's kind of helping, and then you're kind of going into it, and then you're kind of withdrawing from it, going into it, withdrawing from it. But ultimately, it's the right road to take with that devil in reverse, because that in the future sense of the word, that devil is in reverse, and that devil is staying in reverse, and you're not going back to your old ways. You're not going back to whatever narcissistic tendencies this person had, you had, whatever addictions you had, whoever this applies to. Take it as it resonates. The lack of control that you had over your life, the insecurities, the inconsistencies is no longer. It's no longer a thing. You have a clear-cut vision on where you're going, and it's going to require some tears shed. But the glass is half full, and you're going to blow the lid off this problem, whatever it was that was going on. If it was, this person that lacked loyalty, that made that kind of inspired you in the reverse way, take it as it resonates, in the reverse way of being a loyal companion, seeing the better part of yourself coming out, and being somebody for somebody else that is worthwhile. Okay, you want to live your best life possible. Okay, and then so down in the bottom of the deck, we got the Lover's card. This is a great thing, Lover's card. And let's see, we got the Eight of Cups in reverse. Okay, so kind of giving me a sense of still being in touch. It's something you're not going to be able to get rid of. This still means the same thing, sorta, in the reverse, because it's a journey to a better timeline, realizing what doesn't serve you. These cups are all empty, and this person has to traverse the path of transformation, being confirmed by this noisy car behind me, and perhaps utilizing the lunar cycles, astrological cycles, when they come around in your time, to manifest abundance and to transition. Maybe using ceremony, using practical practices, and then so you still want love, and you're still gonna get love, but with this in reverse, kind of shows me that it's going to take facing off. They're telling me facing off with whoever this was in the past. Don't forget that one card, I can't even remember what it was. The Six of Cups, or the old energy and new energy coming together, but it was in the reverse, facing off with whatever this was. Holistic healing, thinking of yourself. This is telling me with judgment in reverse, reverting. Yeah, again, it's doubling down, tripling down on reverting back to something that fulfilled you in the past, or a goal that fulfilled you in the past. Being insecure about it, realizing that you have choices, though, kind of not knowing what to do. The same with that Four of Pentacles on its side, and then the Five of Swords coming out in the upright, kind of clarifying. Let's see, with that Two of Swords, there's a justification to your actions on what you're doing. This is sort of like giving me with it intuitively justifications, or more or less having a heart and compassion for yourself with why you did what you did, or the decisions that you made, or the people you attached yourself, the substances, the thought patterns you attached yourself with, and how they affected you in your communications, your actions in the physical world with people in your life. Kind of having compassion for that you can have a sense of control moving forward into the future. Okay, you can have redemption, and this Ace of Wands coming out in reverse, again clarifying the fact that in the future you're going to see things as as the beginning point of where this, whatever it was, this redemption, this thought that you had, this person that you wish, kind of like, oh man, I wish I was still with this person. They're telling me, I wish I was still with this person, or with an energy like this person, or I stayed with this person because that person treated me well. I don't know why I moved on from that person in the past, but I am going to make, but I was capable of being my better self, and that person's energy, whoever this was, or whatever this idea of loyalty, this ideal of companionship, was the better part of who I was, and I am capable of being that for myself in the present time and in the future moving forward. And I'm not going to make that mistake again. And in some people's stories, like, man, I hope that person comes back around again, because that was a one solid ass person emotionally. And they taught me a lot about myself, and I don't know why I hung on to these. I don't know why I attract these energies in the present time now, so insecure about myself, or why I'm not with anybody now. I'm going to move forward. I'm going to have a better life. I am going to be myself, my authentic self, and in my expression of creativity, authentic creativity moving forward, is going to produce, and who I am, who I love to be in myself, my internal self, because my glass is half full. It's going to produce the life I want and the life I deserve in abundance, with love, compassion, and companionship, loyalty, moving forward into the future. 36:20 on the clock. Here we go. We are not going to read from that again, but we are going to pull more from this Oracle of Ascendance deck real quick before we move on to bicycle affirmations. 36:31 on the clock. Let's see what we got, Spirit. With this Oracle of Ascendance deck, give us a little bit more clarity on the energies moving forward. I think I'm just going to have to intuitively put it in. Oh, we got Pluto. Pluto is direct right now. A lot of transition, Scorpio energy. This is that far out planet that when it comes back into play, things need to be shed. Transformation needs to be had. That death card in reverse, realizing that no matter what, if you feel insecure about where you're going, there's always going to be this energy within you that comes out to your aid to make sure that you can make these transitions. It's telling me. Pluto, one of my favorite planets. Scorpio, one of my favorite. Scorpio, I'm a Leo sun, Virgo moon and ascendant. But I'm just gonna say it straight out there. Scorpio's coming out in this read, so you could be Scorpio. I love Scorpio. I love Scorpio as an energy, and I know some people are afraid of Scorpio, but I hope in my life to manifest myself a Scorpio in my life as a loving companion, because only a Scorpio can understand my approach to life. Okay, I'm just going to throw that out there. If you're a Scorpio, hit me up, crosswatcher1111@gmail.com. All right, let's see what else we can pull. I have a love affair with Scorpio. I love Scorpio so much. I don't think anybody understands and appreciates Scorpio as much as I do. Okay, we got the root chakra. Okay, so I wouldn't be surprised to see Mars or even Mercury coming out, but we got the root chakra in this time, or in your time. A lot of things coming out instinctively, survival mode, just like my last tarot read. This is the energy that comes from the base of the spine, and in combination with the sacral chakra and the solar plex chakra, the energy rises up with that kundalini energy and gets transmuted and integrated with the other chakras to allow a direct forward focus of energy to manifest your greatest destiny. And then for a lot of you, this is manifesting a transition in your life, a sense of and also the root chakra. We could fall back into this instinctive, these addiction modes, the things that don't serve us mode. I'll just clarify it like that. We could fall back into that mode. But when you work into that shadow and you do the holistic healing, don't forget that 10 of Swords that came out. We can integrate that energy for our best benefit clear out that root chakra so that that energy is pure, and that the lessons learned, they're telling me, and we can utilize that for our best benefit to create what the root chakra is intended to create for us in the laws of attraction, the laws of manifestation, which is security of self and instinct and survival mode, the all the things that serve you and all the things that don't, family, getting more into the clear-cut sense of sexuality, stimulation, creativity, the ideals that you want, but that they're blocked because you keep defaulting back into a mode that doesn't serve you. So for some of you, that could have been drugs, or just attachments in some emotional, some physical sense, that you weren't able to kick in the past. You will be able to kick them in the future. There will be transition as Pluto going direct. This is your time to shine in 2024. You will not be denied your sense of transformation, your sense of success. Capricorn energy coming out. You could be Capricorn. You could have been dealing with a Capricorn. You could be dealing with a Capricorn in the future. We got 2 Earth cards coming out here at the bottom, both right on top of the that anxiety or that bad dreams card, the 9 of Swords and the 9 of Cups, 2 nines. We have two Earth cards, 2 9s. One Earth card representing a meticulous nature, a sense of abandoning that which doesn't serve them, or that which is not beautiful in the world, moving on to greater and better things. And then we have an energy that is solid and rooted in their nature, right below that root chakra. Always someone you can depend on. Moving on from somebody that it was not emotionally balanced into someone who is emotionally balanced. Somebody who takes for granted the physical things in their world and shirks them off and doesn't attach themselves to things that are better, and moves on to things that are more solid and grounding. How's it going? I guess I got a father and his child playing right outside my tarot read here. Okay, so and then we have this solid energy of Capricorn that is, like I said, solid in the physical world, has no problem making money, has no problem showing up to their job, has no problem putting all their ducks in a row, they're telling me. And definitely you have a bigger, brighter future manifested in the physical world. With 42:18 on the clock, we're going to see if we can get some more energies out of this out of this bicycle affirmation deck. Hopefully I can upload this video for you. Let's see if we can get some more details out of this bicycle deck. We got a bunch of them flying all over the place. Where did they go? Hang on a second. Let me gather them up. Okay, we got some hippie boo. Okay, so some hippie boo, kind of not sure of what they, I was going to say not sure of their game, but we got game changer moving on from some hippie boo who is insecure and kind of flighty. They're telling me, not sure of what they want. That's telling me with their ambitions, the wands, the energy they put out there, turning into a game changer. We got birthright and gifts coming out. These are all telling me that they're in the future. Birthright and gifts, finally realizing what your birthright is. That's 2 energy cards with that ace of clubs. Those are the wands. With the birthright gifts, there's always a new start for you, is what it's telling me. That's what I'm getting out of that. You are a game changer moving forward into the future. You are no longer controlled by whatever it was that was holding you back. Straight up harmony with that power, with another energy. You are changing your energy, they're telling me. This came out like this: someone sincere. You're moving on to someone sincere. You are someone sincere. You're moving on to manifesting greatness from that which you know is true in your heart, they're telling me. Imagine greatness and a strong sense of integrity, a strong sense of vitality, they're telling me. This all represents a brand new start for you. I'm not getting anything specific, just a lot of great future predictions on who you were, but that a reflection on who you were, and knowing that you're not going to go back into these these default modes, these insecure modes, or whatever it was that held you back in the future. You're not going backwards. You're only going forwards. And we have construction. You are building yourself with another sense of integrity moving forward, a sense of intelligence, fighting for it with a 6. See, we got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You got 13. We got 7, 13, 14, 15. We got 15 coming out again. Yeah, I'm not too getting anything off the numbers, but we do have a 7. We do have a 6. We got you fighting for it. You have always been fighting for it. They're telling me you've always been working on yourself, and it's just a matter of time before all that hard work creates the authentic creativity and brings out the most beautiful part of you that has been waiting to be expressed and brought out into the world, to produce yourself the loyal companion that you want to be, manifested from the physical world, the person that you want to be with. Don't forget that Lover's card that came out for those of you who are looking for love. This is a divine connection with all those major arcana cards coming out. In the future, you are going to blow the lid off this, and you are going to look back and realize that it was always the best method to have confidence and faith in yourself. And I hope this has brought clarity to your situation. I hope this has given you hope for the future. And I hope, I hope this resonated. And if it does, hit the thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed for more truth. My name is Ryan. You've been watching the Crosswatcher channel. I appreciate you letting me read for the collective in these trying times. Make sure y'all have a pleasant holiday. I love you guys dearly with my heart. Namaste. I see you for who you truly are, and you are going to do better in the future. And you all take care.